Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dycart, and this is episode 2 of my Farming Sim 17 Farewell Let's Play. So I finished clearing the trees down on that field, and man, it was a pain loading them. I tried lowering the trailer down there on that little ramp to my underground garage thing, but hauling the trees that far, they keep dropping out of your hand, and you have to re-pick them up over and over. So for lack of something better, I've just been doing this, just like I started out with, and just kind of, yeah, messing around like this. I looked at the store and I thought, you know what? I'll splurge and pick myself up a conveyor. I was all proud of myself for thinking of that. So I was thinking I'd have a conveyor belt that would go up here. I could just put the logs on the bottom and they just dump in. Unfortunately, the conveyor that I tried needs a tractor to run. Whoa, I hit myself on the head. It won't work with the pickup. In fact, you know what? I'm going to disconnect this. It makes me nervous when I see the pickup jumping around like that. So it only works behind a tractor and it wouldn't work behind the pickup. So I had to sell that back. So I lost a little bit on that deal. But so yeah, I'm back to just doing it this way. And it's working. I also did a little bit of field work over there on field 15. So I built my rep up just a little bit with that guy. I need to do a little bit more. So that was my thought for this episode, is I would spend a little bit of time doing some field work, and then, whoa, hello, I'm He-Man. Spend a little bit of time doing some field work, and then maybe, cleaning up this logging, and then go sell that. I've been collecting eggs as needed, and I'm wondering if this grass is going to grow long enough soon to mow. So I'm wondering if my first purchase should be a mower so I can mow grass, because I think I can sell grass if I open this up. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Right here. If I open this up, I think one of these is grass, isn't it? No, okay. So I don't think. So you can buy grass seeds, but it looks like you can't sell grass. I know you can sell silage, but I don't know exactly how I make that. So no, well, I guess that changes things a bit. Let's go here. No, see, that's for planting. Economy, yeah, silage. So there's no grass. Oh wait, no, grass bale. Oh yeah, but it's never. Looks like I can't probably sell the grass bales, but maybe I can bale the grass. That's not something I've ever tried to do before. Let's look at balers really quick and see if they have some that baling technology, a bale trailer, bale collector. See, I don't see grass. This is also a bale collector. Bale wrapper. Oh, that lets them ferment into silage. Okay. Baler turns loose straw, grass, or hay into convenient bales. Oh, there we go. So if I were to buy that, I could bale the grass and sell it. But my thought process is possibly, and I don't know because I've never tried this before, but possibly I buy some sheep and then I sell some of my grass to help me get started, and then eventually I use that for the sheep. Because I believe, let's see, seasons, sugarcane, miscellaneous, shop, making money, production recap, pigs and chickens, grass and hay. Grass can be cut with a mower. It can be gathered with a loading wagon. Okay. Hay is grass dried with a tedder. It can then be put into bales. Okay. Animals. Sheep. Okay, as long as you keep your sheep fed, they produce wool. Sheep eat only grass and hay. So if I can mow my own grass, I should be able to feed the sheep. In order to sell the wool, you have to grab the pallet at the sheep pasture with a pallet fork and transport it to the spinnery. That's something I don't have, but I'm not worried about that in the beginning. So it might be worth buying. I think if I buy like 2 sheep, chances are and I keep them fed and watered, they'll eventually mate, and I'll get more sheep that way. I think. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm trying to decide if I want to get some sheep, which means before I get sheep, I need to get a mowing system and a baler. So really, I might just need a mower and a baler. I'm not sure if I need just a mower or I need, I can't remember what they're called, but there's a attachment that goes on the back end of a tractor that like puts it into rows. I might need that too. So yeah, we'll see. Because that's going to be expensive. Regardless, I need to buy a tractor, right? And then I need a tractor strong enough, or I should say powerful enough, to run the mower I get. So my other choice, though, is instead of going with the grass, getting a mower right away, and then selling the grass, and then eventually getting sheep, the other thing I could do is just keep doing the field jobs and keep selling lumber until I can afford to buy the field, that field over there, and I'll need to buy all the gear. Like I'll need to buy a tractor. I guess I could lease like a plow and a sower and stuff like that, but leasing kind of sucks because so I'd rather not. But I'm not going to make any money off of that field until I can fully plow it, sow it, and harvest it. And then I'm not going to make a whole lot. I'm guessing that whole field of, like, say if I did canola or something like that, I'm guessing that whole field's only going to make me, $8,000 or less. Which in the grand scheme of things, when you're buying tractors for, 100 and some thousand, it's going to take a lot of seasons for one field to make me enough money to do that. So that's what I'm wondering. The other thing I could do is I could launch that up over the top. Yikes. I could purchase 1 or 2 or 3. I don't know how much they cost right off the top of my head, but like beehives, and those produce a little bit of money every day. Not too much money every day, but a little bit. And that's just like free money at that point. Well, not free because I have to buy the beehives, but once they've made enough money to pay themselves off, then it's free money because you don't have to do anything. They just kind of run. So I'm wondering if I should do something like that, but of course that's going to cost me initial capital, and is it worth it right now? So let's take a quick peek here. Is that under placeables? I think it's under placeables. There's a beehive somewhere. Maybe. Oh, there it is. The bee house. So it cost me 20,000, which is all I have. So it would break me. But once it's placed, I never have to touch it again, and it'll just slowly make me money. Now, I don't know exactly how much it's going to make me every day. I'm guessing only a few hundred. So I'm guessing it's going to take, a year before it pays itself off. So is it worth giving up all the money, all the capital I have on hand to maybe do that? So I'm a little torn. I don't know. I'm going to go check the chickens, grab any eggs they might have, and then I'm going to check that field, see if there's any more work I can do really quick on it. I've been slowly making some progress between episodes, but I haven't done a whole lot. I had hoped to get a little bit more done, but I was experimenting a little bit with how I could load that thing with the wood better. Because right now, doing it all by hand and everything just seems so slow that I don't know. I think it seems like I might make more money just working fields for other farmers. But, of course, the reason I was even doing this is I wanted to clear out those fields and get the grass. So I have that grass available. Whether I raise sheep or not, I can cut the grass, and it's like free money for me once I own the equipment. Okay, this is a pretty long one. Sow a field, 23 minutes. That means it's probably going to take about 15. All right, let's try checking again. Well, same thing. That 28 minutes. No mission. 17 minutes. Okay. All right, sure. It's a little bit shorter one, so we'll go for this one. Okay, let's I don't even know that I need the weight on the front, but we'll grab it nonetheless. Try to back this guy up. There we go, that's attached. Oh, I need to get the weight back on the front. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Change tool. Lower sower. Turn on sower. Okay. So we're sowing the field. Looks like probably wheat. So we'll try to bust through this pretty quick. I'm hoping, since they gave me 17 minutes, that I'm hoping I can do it in like 10. But the good thing is, this is helping me with my reputation with this farmer. And it's making me a little bit of money. You know, it's not gonna make a ton of money. But every little bit helps. But the hard part is where to start. Like, obviously, I can keep logging and make money that way. It's just, you don't make a lot of money. So, that's one thing I could do. I could just keep cutting trees and try until I have enough money to get myself started farming. Get this going. It looks like I missed a little bit of a spot there. There we go. Nope, a little bit over there. I want the tire tracks to kind of overlap. There we go. But yeah, so we're coming up on over 1/8 of the way done. So coming up on a quarter. So it's not going to take too long to get through this field. Go cruising right along. So yeah, what I need to do is take a minute and work out how much money I need to get started. Like, for instance, with the sheep, it seems like I could get started with that pretty cheaply, but only once I can provide them with grass and water. So I would have to figure out what it's going to cost to purchase all the stuff to mow the grass, and then figure out how much it's going to cost to get the tanker to gather water so I can feed and water them. And then once I would have to buy at least 2 of them, I would think, to get started. And then it becomes a question of, is the wool that they would provide me going to be worth it? Like, am I going to get enough wool? Um, I don't know. So what I might do is kind of calculate the my options as far as whether I go for work in the field first or whether I want to upgrade logging equipment and work on that first, or whether I want to do the grass and sheep thing first, and see which one of those scenarios will cost me the least to get going, and also get me enough money that I can delve into the others. But right now, I really need to crunch some numbers, but it seems like the logging is the most beneficial because technically I can actually already do it right now. It's just super slow. Whereas the other stuff I can't do it unless I buy a bunch of equipment. So with the logging, I could buy just equipment to speed it up, and that's likely going to be cheaper. I just don't know what that equipment's going to be quite yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, for instance, I can go logging with what I've got, just using my chainsaw and cutting the pieces small enough that I can just pick them up with my hands. Or I can look into buying a cheap tractor, and you can put I don't even know what it's called, but there's an extension you can put on the front of the tractor that's like a big claw that'll pick up the logs, like the full-size logs, after I cut the tree down. And then I can pick those logs up and load them onto an actual log trailer. So if buying that equipment is going to be cheaper than buying equipment to do the field or the sheep, then I might go that route. We'll see. But right now, mowing equipment also seems like a really good choice because I can mow this grass on my land without I don't need to own the fields. Like, I don't have to plant a field of grass. I can just mow the grass that's around here. So at that point, it's almost like just free money. Now, obviously, I'd have to buy the mowing equipment and the baling equipment. So we'll see. I'll see how much that's all going to cost me, and hopefully that'll get me kick-started. Because I want to be able to start working my fields. I'd like to get at least 2 fields going, if not 3. And then between working the fields, that's when I could do like the logging and stuff for the supplemental income. And then the question becomes, do I take out the loan for the gear? Or do I continue without a loan and try to stay out of debt the entire time? It's a tough choice. Alright, so I'm getting pretty far here. I'm coming up on 3/4 done. So hopefully we'll get this completed. And then I can start looking at prices and try to get that stuff worked out. The other thing about instead of buying but leasing is there are big fees on leasing. Like, there's a general fee that just like a one-time upfront cost that you got to pay. That's pretty big. Then there's a per day lease, which is expected. But then they also have an operational cost, where it's like literally the more you use the equipment, the more expensive it gets, and that seems to be really high. That cost. And high enough that I'm wondering if instead of leasing, it might actually be a better choice to take out a loan and purchase. because I feel like the loan interest will be less than what you would have to pay in the lease operating costs. But again, I kind of need to crunch some numbers, get it figured out. Boy, I'm hoping just like 1.5 more passes should do it. This one's going to get us pretty close, I think. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. So we won't have to finish the last row. But, well, actually, we may have to finish the next row, and then we won't have to do one after that, because I don't think I can get this entire section. I think there's going to be just a sliver of it that won't get covered. Yep, on the side. So I might have to finish this row and then come back just a little bit. We'll see. It's getting close, though. Come on, you can finish. You can do it. And we're on track. Yeah, all right. Took me like 10 minutes or a little bit less, maybe. So I didn't make a whole lot of money, but I built up my rep with him. So it's getting a little higher. So now the field cost is down to 59,389. Oh, wow, this looks like a fast mission, actually. Look at this. Time is 7 minutes, and it usually takes about 3/4 of the time. So let's do it. I'm going to fertilize this field. Let's do another quick mission for him. Let's get up here and attach the weight. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. Some of these, what are these called? The Massey Fergusons? Some of those can't attach the weights that they provide. The last job I did for the guy was like that. I couldn't use the weight because it didn't fit the tractor he gave me. It was very strange. Okay, let's get this back here and clipped on. There we go. Alright, turn on slurry tanker. I'm going to scroll out here. I don't know how wide this goes, but it looks pretty wide. And I'm going at 10 miles an hour, so that's nice. So that looks pretty good. This is going to go pretty fast. Is this going to cover it? It's pretty close. Yep. All right. Good deal. Yeah, this is going to go a lot faster than the last one, because I get to move so much faster, and it covers like twice the width. So I'll flip around here. Yeah, I'm already more than 1/4 done. Yeah, I like these faster jobs because right now my concern is most with the reputation and less for the money, because I can make the money doing other fields for other farmers. But when I'm doing them for this guy, it's like I just want to get the reputation build up so that purchasing these fields will be a bit cheaper. Yeah, I can't drive in a straight line to save my life. I missed just a little bit of a sliver there. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. I think I've got, yeah, I see at least 3 spots I've missed. Well, there's 4. But we're over half done, so making some progress. Let's get right in here, maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to speed through it enough that I'm missing and not doing so well. Miss little spots here and there, or I get too close and I'm wasting because I'm overlapping too much in the area I'm covering. But it's not my slurry. Yeah, see, I'm a little wide on that one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, pretty good. So, I wasn't planning on necessarily doing 2 jobs on this episode, but they're both relatively short. I can't wait for it to be my field that I'm doing this for, instead of someone else's. Ooh, could this be my last pass? Ooh, if I'm lucky. I hope I don't have to go pick up a couple of those spots I missed. I might have to, though. We'll see. It's going to be very close. Very close. Oh, look at that. It's just a sliver. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go get some of the spots I missed, though. Yep. Look at that. That's so close. Okay, let's just go right down this spot here. Looks like I'll probably get it on this row. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, finished. All right. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome so much. Okay, so I got a little bit of work done. Let's check for some eggs really quick. Then we can throw some more wood in there. We're going to have to take that trailer in and sell the wood at some point. No new eggs in the last 20 minutes. I wonder if time kind of freezes in the real world while you're doing a job like that. Wonder if that's why the chickens didn't produce any more eggs. Because I was working there for probably 15 to 20 minutes at least. But, so yeah, those are the tree stumps from what I was working on in the last episode. And I was parked over there. And then I've cut down these, what, 4 trees? 5 trees? 5 trees, I think. And so I still need to collect these. And then once those are done, I might cut those down for that grass area. And I might cut those down too. Haven't really decided yet. Because like doing this isn't the most fun thing for me. I'd much rather be working the farm. But, you know, I set myself up to make it difficult. And, you know, kind of what's happening. Come on, click in. At some point, there we go. So we'll try to finish up these logs, maybe take them back and see how much we make. I'm guessing a few thousand. So far this episode, we've made a little over 4,000. And if we can make that much more off of delivering the wood, that's not a bad episode. So yeah, I'm glad I switched to the chainsaw. I liked the idea of the axe. And, you know, let's start out manual labor, but, man, that was really slow. It's already a hassle dealing with the wood, having to carry it by hand. Eventually, I would like to clear the trees off in the distance near that are surrounding my red barn over there. To make it easier for me to maneuver when I want to store things in that barn or sell hay. This depends, though, on how long my patience lasts with logging. There is one piece of logging equipment that I think would speed this up for me some. Not a lot, but some. And that is the shredder, well, not shredder, the wood chipper that you can place on your farm, and it cuts it all into sawdust and then immediately sells that sawdust. So it basically saves me from having to make the trip over to the sawmill to sell. The downfall, or the thing that I'm not sure about on that, is I still would need to load up this trailer, which is the frustrating part for me right now. I'd still need to load that by hand and then drive it to the mill, because trying to run cross country to the wherever I placed it at would get frustrating, I think. So while that would help me with, I wouldn't have to drive the load over and sell it, I don't know that it would help too much. I don't know if it's worth it at this point, because I still would have to manually do all the logs by hand. Okay, one more log after this one, and then I can start loading the trailer. And I don't know how much more will fit in the trailer. Oh, I guess there's 2 more logs. Never mind. I don't know if I'm cutting them an okay size, too. I may have a few pieces that are too heavy, and I'll have to cut them in half. But in looking at this grass, it looks like it's kind of growing, but I don't know if that means it's high enough that I could actually mow it or not. Because I don't know if the grass that's not in the fields ever gets listed as harvestable. Like if it grows enough and then will show on my map as ready to be harvested. Come on, log. Alright. Making some progress, slowly but surely. Is this going to disappear? Is that too small on the tip of it? Yep, okay. So over to this tree. Let's finish this one off and then get them loaded up. Hopefully I can fit them all. Because before it was like 3 trees I fit in the trailer, and I've already done at least 3 so far. 1 from in this area I'm at, and 2 from the other area. So it might be getting pretty full. I haven't actually checked. But I think last time a full load made me around 3 to 4,000, I want to say. Which isn't a lot when you consider how much you have to pay for equipment. I'm wondering if my next purchase should just be a tractor. Regardless, because I'm going to need a tractor. You know, no matter what choice I make. But the thing about getting a tractor is it can tow all the rest of the equipment. Like I was saying earlier, I tried a conveyor belt, and my truck can't power it. Like, it can't haul it. But a tractor could. So that would be something else to think of. Just a tractor would just be nice to use as an overall tool. It's getting into the dusk. Yeah, it's already almost 6:30 in the evening on this day 2. Yep, object too heavy. Object too heavy. Wow, I cut them all too big. Alright. Just the trunk was a little bit bigger around than I was expecting. Okay, that wasn't too bad right there. What I'm not sure about either is this water trough I've got over here. This thing. I can fill, I think if I bought one of those water tanks, like for my sheep, I could drive it next to this and fill it, but what I don't know is if I have to pay for that water. Or since it's already on my land, is that just free water? I want to say I'd probably have to pay unless I could find an outlet like a lake or a river where I could just go grab water without it costing. I'm not sure if that exists on this map or in the game. I mean, if it costs me money, it's still probably worth it, right? I mean, it's water for my animals eventually. Okay. Oh, yeah, this thing is getting pretty full. Whoa! Okay, that was odd. I started flying up in the air. So yeah, it's getting dark, and what happens here is soon I will be able to speed up the night. Because I'm using this seasons mod, it has, in fact, it might even be a choice. Yeah, skip night. So I can skip the nighttime whenever I want and make it like the next dawn. But right now I can still see okay. It's once I can't see okay that I'm gonna make sure and shut it off. Because right now it's only 7 coming on 7 p.m. I mean, I should still be working if I'm a farmer at 7 p.m., right? Yep, just loading up more wood. I wish there were... I know this trailer's not made for wood. It's made for hauling grain, but I wish there were straps that would go over the top. Unfortunately, all the trailers that I can see in the store that are for hauling wood seem to be for hauling full trees. And so I'm thinking of these little pieces, that I have to cut this small so I can actually carry them, would just fall through the gaps, it looks like, in those wood trailers. But the good thing about using this trailer is it sucks for wood. I mean, come on. This sucks right here. I don't like this at all. But once I start getting the grain off my fields and stuff, it's going to be really nice because it can haul like 10,000 units or pounds. I don't know if it's going by pounds or what, but it can haul up to 10,000 of them, which is pretty good. Ah, come on. Up here, jump, let go. Okay, so now it's getting a little harder to see, so I think I'll go ahead and Alt-N to skip the night, and I will go to morning. Yay! All right, so I'm spending $54 per day to keep that truck running. That's not too bad. I haven't had to buy gas for it yet, though. But I may have to soon just take this trailer because it's getting pretty full. Yeah, as it is, this one's probably going to fall out. Yeah, that might actually be it. Why don't I cut these down so that I can actually haul them? And then I'll take this load to the sawmill. And it's just before dawn right now. Like the sun's just getting ready to rise, so it's a little like foggy out here. Day 3, early spring. Okay, so I've got that chopped, so I can collect those when I come back. So let's head over to the sawmill. I think I'm gonna go this. Whoa! Oh, Whoops, I forgot I unhooked. There we go. All right, let's go back around this way. We'll head out this back way. This is a good truck. Can haul this pretty good and can travel faster than a tractor. But I kind of need a tractor, I think. I'm almost wondering if it would be worth it to sell the truck and buy a tractor and just use the tractor as my only means of transportation. That might be a better choice, because at least the tractor's a little bit more useful for the trailers and stuff that I get for it. Ooh, little hill there. I don't want to turn too fast and lose my logs. Break the speed limit. I'm a rebel. Pass this guy. Oh! Ah! I've been playing too much GTA role-playing because I hit the E button to honk my horn as I was passing that guy. Yeah, in this game, the E button ejects you. I got lucky that my truck didn't take out that building or something. I don't know if that's even possible in this game, but whew, that was a bit scary. Whoops. Alright, let's make this corner. Get into my lane. Alright, I'm gonna do it. No trying to honk. That was funny. You know, because of course I was passing, so I was picking up speed too. And then I just jump out of the vehicle. How am I not dead right now? Okay. So, thankfully, I've got the trailer assist mod, which is going to be extremely helpful in this situation. Because all I have to do is tell it I point the trailer in the direction I want it to go and then hold backwards, and it does it for me. Like, I'm holding the back. I'm backing up, but it's steering to keep the trailer going perfectly straight. Okay, here we go. Yeah, what I get? Roughly 4,000, somewhere in there. That's not too bad. Okay, now, since I'm already out in town, I think I'm going to head over to the store and take a peek. And I want to see how much I can sell this truck for and how much a good tractor would cost me. I don't want to get the cheapest tractor, because even though that'd be good, because it's nice and cheap, I want to make sure that the tractor I buy has enough oomph to run all the machinery I might need, as well as the front connectors to be able to have tools on the front and the back. Okay, how are we looking here? I can make that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull over here and detach. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Alright, now how much? Oh, I have to repair it before I can sell it. $34, I can do that. Okay, so I can sell it for $43,557. Okay, so that gives me 70,000 roughly. So let's say 70,000. Are there any tractors available for 70,000 or less that look like good tractors. Yeah, see, this would be one I would want, but it's a little bit more expensive than that. Let's look through here and see if any of them get cheaper, like some modded tractors maybe. They're just getting more expensive. Holy cow, look at the cost of these tractors. They're cool looking though. Wow. Look how expensive these are. Okay, this one, 78, but only 95 horsepower. These mod tractors. Oh yeah, these are some cruddy tractors here. Look at those. Let's see though. It might be worth it to look into one of these Massey Fergusons. It's 88 horsepower for both of these. So why the $3,000 difference? Oh, this is only a 2-wheel drive. This is a 4-wheel drive. Wow, that's expensive. Look at that. So it might not be worth that. All right, so let's take a quick peek since we're here at first I want the placeables, and I wanted to look at this guy, 72,000, and that's the one that'll let me chop up the logs and then immediately sold to the sawmill. Okay. What else do we got here? If I were to get the cheapest tractor, 45,000 for 88 horsepower, 59 for 75 horsepower. Yikes. Okay, so let's go down to the other end where these guys were. Okay, here's some here. So if I were to get one of these all are 88 horsepower. This one's cheaper at 88 horsepower, but it doesn't have the front connection. It looks like none of these do. So if I were to buy one, and I'm pretty sure, well, in fact, let's look. Let's say, let's go with this one. Oh, that's 19,500. That's $1 cheaper every day. What about this one? 17 per day. Okay, let's say we go with this one. Just here. Now, I can add the front loader attacher. That's going to be another $800. Okay. But the engine setup, I can change it. Right now it starts at 66 horsepower, 75, 88, 90, 95. That's it. So for an extra $7,500, I can pump it up to 95 horsepower. Oh, that's not very good. But let's see. We'll say 95 horsepower. We actually want it more like 88, somewhere in there. That way he can pull uphill and stuff like that. So if we wanted to get one of those mowers, okay. Let's see, what's this one? Mowers cut grass. Thanks for that. See, that needs 130 horsepower. This could do an 80, so this could mow with that tractor. Oh, this is even a 70. Let's see, this is a 3, this is a 3.1 that only needs 70 horsepower. I think these two go together. Like one goes on the front and one goes on the back. Yeah, that needs 160 horsepower though. This needs a 90. It's a 3.2 meters width. So really, I could mow the grass for, what did I say that tractor was going to be? Shoot, was it 20 some thousand? Let's say 25,000. If I got this cheapest mower, we'll say that's going to put us at 34,000, we'll say. Okay. So 34,000. We could afford the mower and the tractor, and then we need what are they called? Starts with a W, I think. We need the thing that will take the grass and put it, this one, windrower. So that's another 9,000. Okay, so I would run this on the back, the mower on the front. So that's another 9,000. So what was I at? 34,000. So this would be 43,000 for that. And then we need the baler. That's not it. That's not it. This is the baler right here. That's 58. So I would need 43,000 and 58,000. I still wouldn't have enough. I can cut the grass and put it in lines, but I can't bale it. What about using the... I thought there was a trailer that would just collect. Not bales though, but oh, that baler's only 24,000 and needs 85 horsepower. So I could bale it with that one. So because that would be, what was I at? 43,000, and then 24 would be 67,000, and then I would have bales. Of course, I have no way then to transport those bales. So I would need an extra attachment to go on the front. Is it in here maybe? Bale spike. Oh, it's only $600. I could do that. I could sell my truck and buy all the stuff to do the mowing. Now the next thing I want to check, so I know that's doable. So the next thing I want to check is the forestry equipment. Okay. If I were to get the tractor, we're saying that's like 25,000. If I got this to cut down trees, I don't even need that. I can just do it with my chainsaw. But I would need this to haul them. And I would need... Is it this? Yeah, I think this attaches to the tractor. And then I haul the logs with it somehow. I don't know exactly how that works. But it looks like I could afford to do that even more. Doesn't this look like you actually pick up the trees and put them on here? That could be useful. But what I was looking for is there was a front end. Is it still in the front loaders category? There's the bale thing. There was a claw. Oh, is it this? Yeah, a log fork. So I could actually buy this and for 800, and then just buy the trailer in here for an extra 17. I might be able to do both. Let's give that a shot. Oh, I don't have sunflowers. I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna sell my truck, buy all that equipment, and and then yeah, give it a shot. And then hopefully I can do the grass and the bales to sell and start cutting down full trees and loading them up and then taking those to sell at the same time. I might be able to do both. So that's pretty exciting. But I'm going to have to try that in the next episode because we've reached the end of our time for this one. So I appreciate you being here. Sorry for all my talking and thinking through things and not as much action, but we got to work a couple fields. We've made over $8,000 so far this episode. And I think we're going to set ourselves up to get a little bit more action in the next episode. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everyone.